to my videos on my blog. Sorry. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Steelers loss today, where they in the week 11 of the NFL 2023 season, where today they lost 10-13 against the Cleveland Browns, and the Steelers lost this fourth game of the season, and with this loss, the Steelers fell to the third place in the AFC North, where today the Steelers play a very bad game, but in the offense side because the defense play a tremendous game where they just allow 30 points, always put the game close, so the offense could have the opportunity to try and win the game, but they couldn't. But there is nothing to say about anything bad to say to the defense because they play a tremendous game. They just allow the 30 points, but the offense didn't do anything in the game. They play a very bad and ugly game, and it is not possible that the Steelers could score more than it's impossible that they just can score more than 10 points in a game. This is impossible, right? In the first half, the Cleveland Browns offense dominate all the game, where they scored 10 points, and the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't move the ball. In the first half, the Steelers just have a 62 total yards, 49 by running game and 15 or 17 by pass. This is a very ugly game. The Cleveland Browns scored in two occasions in the first drive of the game where they scored a touchdown, and in the last drive of the second half where they scored a field goal, and in the halftime the Cleveland Browns were leading the game 10-0 in the second half. It's supposed that the Steelers play a little better in the offense, where in the first drive of the second half in the third quarter, the Pittsburgh Steelers scored a touchdown, and this was and I thought that the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to improve this game, but they couldn't. And in the third quarter, the Pittsburgh Steelers moved the ball, they scored a field goal, and they have the game to and they tie the game 10-10. In that drive, the Cleveland Browns in the next drive they moved the ball and they score a field goal, and they took the lead 13-10. The Steelers have the opportunity to tie or win the game, where they have 138 minutes left, but the offense didn't move the ball, and didn't move any ball. The Cleveland Browns stopped that offense, and that was enough, and the Steelers lost the game 10-13 against the Cleveland Browns. Here we need to blame all the offense coordinator, the offense lineman, and Kenny Pickett, the quarterback, because he's playing a very bad game. He's not improving in any aspect of his game, according to the last season, because he's playing a very bad game, and I don't know what is happening. He's supposed to improve this year, but he's playing a very bad football. You can see here how it's possible. You just did 70 passing yards. This is a very ugly game, and they made a very great run in the game, where they ran for 172 yards, and the defense did enough, where they just allowed less than 100 yards by run, and 163 by pass, and the the defense. The problem was that the defense just make one sack, and they make one interception, and the offense allowed three sacks and didn't make any give it away. And in the individual stat by the Steelers, you can see Kenny Pickett 106 yards, but he didn't make any touchdown. Most of the yards were when the game was defined, and he played a very bad game in the first half. Where you can see the best player from the offense was Jalen Warren, that he ran for 129 yards. He made a touchdown in the first drive of the third half, where he ran for more than 70 yards for score a touchdown. And then Jay Harris did not play a very great football. He just ran for 35 yards. And the offense, what we can say here, the offense, they are not playing a very great football. The defense did enough. They didn't. They just make one sack. Shandon Sullivan. No, the interception, Sullivan. And the sack was by TG Watt, but we can blame the defense because all the problem is the offense, and the kicker Chris Vogel that did his job with one field goal made. So This is the Steelers aren't play a very great football. I don't know what is going to happen because maybe they could be eliminated in the end of the season because they are playing a very bad football in the offense, and I don't know what is going to happen because Mike Tomlin, the Steelers head coach, is not making any problem because you know that the problem is the offense coordinator Matt Canada and Kenny Pickett is not playing a very great football. Maybe he will need to be benched, but this is not gonna happen. So what's next? The Steelers will play the next Sunday, the next week, the week 12 against the Cincinnati Bengals. And Cincinnati, this game we will play the next Sunday, the November 26th, and 1 p.m. Eastern Time in Cincinnati, Ohio. Remember that the Cincinnati lost this week, the last Thursday night football, where they lost against the Ravens 2034, and the bad news for the Cincinnati Bengals is that Joe Burrow is out of the season because he broke his right wrist. So the Steelers have the opportunity to win this game, but and knowing the Steelers, they are going to suffer because today the Steelers play against a second quarterback and not the starting quarterback, and the next week the Steelers will play against the another second quarterback. So I don't know what to think. I think that the Steelers will win this game, but I don't know what to say because after watching the today's game. So you can see here that in this moment the Steelers fell to the third place with the record 6-4. The Ravens are lead this division, and the Browns are in the second place. It looks like that the Ravens and Browns will fight to win the champion, to be this division, and the Steelers will fight to enter to the playoffs. In this moment, the Steelers are in the playoffs, and let's see what happens in the rest of the week or the next week. And the Bengals are in the last place with the record of 5-5. So the Steelers will need to win the next game to have the possibility to stay still in the position place. And let's see what happens. So I think that the Steelers will improve for this game, especially in the offense, and the Steelers will win that game by 1 or 3 point difference. Let's see what happens. So here's one opinion about what happened today. In the morning, when the Steelers lost 13 against the Cleveland Browns in the week 11, and the Steelers fell to the third place in the AFC North with the record of 6-4. But in this moment, they are still in the playoffs. See you next video. Gibran.